Oh, update. Lambat lagi lah. Update lambatnya. Ujian suara 123, ujian suara 123. Ujian suara 123, ujian suara 123. Ujian suara 123, ujian suara 123. Tengok pukul 6 dah. Okay, let's go. Ngantuk pula dah. Penam ni. Oh, lambatnya. Cepatlah. Sambil-sambil tu kita setting dulu animation ni biar boleh jadi cantik sikit. Okay, nice. Apa sih mission hari ni? Sebab buat daily je ni kan tak sempat ni. Okay, sini quest ada 2. Kita pergi sini dulu. Sculpture. Aduh, lambatnya ke internet slow ke PS4 ni slow. Alright, let's go. Mana? Oh, jauhnya. Salah. Ke belakang. Okay, sini. Sikit. Sabotage balloon. Siapa nak sabotage ni? The quest is here. I think the quest is around here. Yes. Yeah. Should be here, right? Tak ada. Masa ada 2 quest kat sini. Mana? Tak ada ni quest ni. Tu nampak pun dah. Tengok ada 2 map. 2 quest. quest tu nampaknya.
Incoming.
Oh, sikit. Kita pergi. Okey. Oh, sesuai ni.
Laser delay.
Ya.
Swirl, Mark 2. Animal test 63. Cut to the
Ya,
chase.
rasakan itu. Ya. Ini kan kau. Wah, masuk tu tembak aku. Mana lagi seko? Oh, sedap aku menembak.
Wind, hear me.
Lari.
Nowhere to hide.
Ya. Memang tak dapat lari je dah.
Incoming. Dumpy, dumpy, go.
Oh, shit lah ni. Tembak aku buat ni. Memang nak kena. Oi, mati aku nanti.
Go and splash.
Tembak tu. Kenapa dia tembak aku?
Boing, boing, go. Barbados, ganas.
Aduh.
This was well done.
Tak sebab ni bertahan ni.
Don't blink.
Oh, ada lagi. Ciut.
With sword from shadow.
We've only just begun.
Boing, boing. Hey. Enhanced animal models. Back. Really? Yeah. Boom.
Oh!
Hey, I did it. Oh, wait. No, I didn't. Stand clear. Absorption test. Stand clear. Wind, hear me.
This quickly.
Bau ni punya CPU betul kan.
Dumpy, dumpy, go. Woo. Hiya.
Kenapa tak ada ni kuat ni? Harap dulu.
Nowhere to hide. Don't blink.
Gua kena. Gua kena. Kena lagi.
This isn't good.
Kenapa lambat gila Damage kurang. Nak cek balik aku salah kacau apa. Salah beli ke apa? Skill dah kurang Damage macam 1,000 je biasa dia 4,000. Mana dia supply? Supply kat mana supply? Satu je. Yeay, tak sempat.
Jumpy, jumpy, go. Incoming. Cut to the chase.
Gua kena.
Animal hyperstasis simulation. I swear by my sword. Hey! Absorption test. Animal test 6308. Absorption test. Boing, boing, boom! Enhanced animal module 75. Dumpty, dumpty, go!
Seribu je damage dia. Apa dia kena cek balik tu.
Cut to the chase.
Oh shit.
Barbados, goodness. Go as planned. Animal test 6308. Absorption test.
Hi, hello Bella. Come. Let's play together.
Hey! With sword comes shadow.
Thank you for watching the stream. Finally complete now. The draw and taking the supply. So where's the supply location for this one? Okay done. Which I know I'll go next. Huh? Okay, we'll go here. So should I disable the signal sound or just maintain it? I think that this character is not really suitable for the signal sound, is it? Except if you're a chibi. Right. So now, our mission is to sabotage this balloon.
Incoming. Dumpty, dumpty, go!
Bam. Yeah, please, bomb it.
Don't blink. Stand clear. Absorption test. Dumpty, dumpty, go!
Oh, no. Yeah, finish. Next. Oh, this is quite fast, huh? Oh, no, I'm burned.
Wind, hear me.
Okay, nice. So next we go to our last quest. Android Wilds. Wow. Okay, we'll go to this area. We clear 3 Thunder Fox.
Boing, boing, boing. Stand clear. Animal hypostate. Dumpty, dumpty, go!
Yeah, fire. Burn it.
Speed of light. Cut to the chase.
Easy. Oh, something down here. Here. It had a good day. Another one is yeah, finally. So easy. Okay, so udah buka dah. So next.
That's everything. On to the next.
Until the next. Complete. Banyak chest tapi tak mampu nak buka. Macam mana Okay.
Don't blink.
Let me try.
Nowhere to hide.
Take this.
Oi.
Incoming. Blazing to light. Jumpy, jumpy, go. La la la.
Whoa.
Yeah. Boing, boing, boing. Speed of light. Don't blink. When the sword comes down. Incoming. Barbados. Ganas. Last one.
Cut down. Like this.
Okay, nice. So let's check one more. Where is it? Okay, this one.
Go and splash. Ha! Don't blink.
This will end you. Taste my blood.
Oh shit! 9k, 5k, nice, nice, nice. 4k. Ah, no, 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 no. Please, please don't die. Okay.
Speed of light.
Cut down. Like this.
Not bad,
Not
as far
bad,
as
yeah.
pleasure is concerned.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Sorry, sorry, sorry. Itu roda. Oh, iya, so. Kita rizak sana ni. Okey. Jom.
Don't blink. Cut to the chase.
Let me try my blade.
Animal test 6308. Stand clear. Enhanced animal model 70. Wind, hear me. Barely. Fine, fine, boom.
Oh, 30k. Nice,
Blazing
nice.
delight.
Lari, lari. Okay, nice. It's been a while since I got 11. 5 digit, eh? 5 digit number. Okay, so kita pergi. Mana pokok? Oh.
Fine, fine, boom. Down, down, go. La la la. The sword comes down. Incoming. Hey. Absorption test. Animal test 6308.
Say no more!
Goodness.
My blade!
First one.
There's more!
Blast.
Boom!
Fine, fine, fine.
Cut to the berry.
Treasure, more treasure.
That's all I think. Apa tu? What is this? What is this? Here first. Here first. Then here, and last is here. Yay!
Yay, shiny.
I think there was some boss here. Below here, is it? Yeah, ada elektrokulus kat sini. Cepat, cepat, cepat. Tak dapat apa nak kita elektrokulus. Next, kita pergi sana pula. Oh, kayak drink, ada kodian. Apa ya? Siapa? Ada kisah.
La la la.
Bye-bye. Ah, kena.
La la la.
Betul. Berani kau. Tak payahlah, mana lawan. Tak menguntungkan. Right, kita pergi mana? Oh, ni tak buat lagi. Story. Macam mana nak kirim? Oh, ada quest baru. Ah, banyak ni quest. Tak sempat nak pergi. Where's the quest? What is around here? Let's go there. Tukar mic suara biasa lah. Sedap suara ni.
Okey, cukup. Tak sempat lah ayat kelas macam 2 jam setengah malam sagi. Okey, pasal lampu. Let's go. Dah tak ada. Look for some friend to chat with. So kita akan cari member untuk borak. So mana tempatnya? Member kat bawah kat belakang pun. Member apa yang berada kat sini? Oh, hutau.
So, it's outside the box thinking that we're looking for, right? Hutao always seems to have a unique perspective, so let's make this our first step.
What? My ears are burning. Did somebody say my name? Yeah, it's Paimon and the Traveler. Oh, and Shumling too.
Ah, of course, Hutao! Way outside the box.
Meaning you're here for some other reason, right? How might I be of assistance?
Well, Hutao, I wanted to ask you, what kind of food do you like?
What food I like? Off the top of my head, I don't...
Wow, so even Hutao gets lost for words sometimes. Paimon sure didn't see that coming.
Come on, even the chirpiest birds clock out for the night, right? I'm no different.
Pretty sure clocking out isn't something birds do, but okay.
Right! There's no need to overcomplicate it. Just pick a dish and tell me what you... I see. Launching a new dish? Well, let me say right off the bat, nothing weird, okay? Some poached fish, a side of shrimp dumplings. That is all you need.
Poached fish and shrimp dumplings. That's a bit ordinary, isn't it?
Well, it is and it isn't. Think about it. Poached fish is hot and spicy with a powerful aroma. It's a dynamic dish. Add a side of shrimp dumplings, and there's your static component. Got it?
dynamic? Oh, I can do dynamic. Mushroom slimes do it.
No, not that kind of dynamic. A dish is more than substance, it's a mood. Poached fish is red and spicy. It elicits a response from the eyes, ears, nose, and mouth. That's why I call it dynamic. Shrimp dumplings are more subdued, clear and smooth with a pure and subtle fragrance. I call that static. Combining dynamic and static is how you create a perfectly balanced meal.
Paimon didn't follow that at all. But at the same time, it kind of sounded smart, so... Okay, dynamic and static. Opposite, but complementary. So is this just another way of saying you should keep everything balanced? You know, a little meat, a little veggie, a little salt, a little sugar?
Bingo! Except I don't think you need to have a sweet dish for it to be a complete meal. Personally, I always skip dessert.
Okay, I think I got it. At first I thought you were just goofing around, but actually you make a really good point. How did I ever doubt you, Hu Tao? Thanks. When it comes to telling tales, the storytellers have got nothing on Hu Tao.
Sounds suspiciously like a compliment to me. I'll take it. Uh-huh. Well, at least one of you gets it. Everything in this world runs on its own set of principles, be it the circle of life or sugar and spice. You either get it or you don't.
Since the traveler seems to approve, I'll make sure to factor it in. Things are pretty much done here now. The Boo Boo Pharmacy next.
Boo Boo Pharmacy? Yeah, you'll definitely get some interesting responses over there.
Okay, next kena pergi farmasi. So let's go. Kena jumpa ni. Cici. Ah, jatuh mati. Baik, tak mati. Tak ada. Oh, baru ada. Lambat loading lah.
Oh, it's why. If it isn't the special guest who seldom visit. Excuse me? The neck. Shang.
Welcome. Here to procure.
No, we actually came for the I'm entering this year's cooking competition, so I wanted to ask you both. Oh, wait, there's 3 of you. Most astutely self-correct.
You need to know what food I like? It's all the same. No flavor.
Chi-Chi has some gustatory dysfunction and can't taste any food. Make no mistake, she's...
Oh, I understand. That's fine. Still, I'd expect Chi-Chi to have some sort of dietary preferences, though. There must be.
Sensation? Coconut milk.
Coconut milk.
Nice.
Well, that doesn't help us. It's not a dish, it's a drink. How about you two? I like bite-sized morsels of meat.
I agree with Chung Chung. Many of our patients are the elderly and young children. They find large chunks of fowl or seafood difficult to swallow and digest. Dishes where the ingredients have been finely chopped, on the other hand, are. We also see plenty of people with colds and sore throats who find it difficult to.
Got it. Would that be medicinal?
Ugh, medicinal soup.
I must apologize for having such a one-track mind. It's a little difficult to think about food without worrying about the health implications these days.
That's okay. Everyone's input counts. Keeping it seasonal and suitable for all ages.
Medicinal dishes have higher demands in terms of nutritional balance than the kind of food I normally cook.
Food with substance. Always better.
It's a great suggestion.
You're welcome. As long as we could help.
It's great to have a doctor's unique perspective. I'm feeling inspired.
Oh, how you.
Receptivity to sensible suggestions make. Oh, she is! Creating new dishes is Xiangling's favorite thing to do. You can be sure she'll put Everyone's got their hobbies, and mine is cooking. Usually I just go with my own. Great! That makes this whole time to move on to the next. So.
Ngantuk. Mana nak main ni? Okay, sikit lagi nak terjun. Woohoo! Okay. Let's come here. Yeah. Oh, Beidou ada kat sini.
Oh, it's the traveler in Paimon. And Xiangling.
Greetings, friends. It's been a while.
It's been a
Hey,
while.
what brings you here?
Something happened? What's with this great big stone on the ground?
Long story. So, just to confirm, I will assume responsibility for handling this stone of unknown origin.
None here. You know how to get things done, Kuching. As long as it's with you, I can rest easy knowing that it's in safe hands.
Should I take this to mean that you doubt the relative safety of leaving this in the hands of the Tianquan?
Huh? Well, for starters, Kuching is the one who's always out running errands, rain or shine. Besides, you don't seem to give a wooden more about this whole thing anyway, so what's it to you?
I was merely joking. You, meanwhile, seem only too ready to pounce when an opportunity to publicly lambaste me arises. Even when it means giving our poor mutual friend here the cold shoulder. By no means. You wish to know about the stone, I presume. Then let me invite the great seafarer Captain Beidou to tell the story, if she would be so kind.
You... Fine. Well, it's a big one, right? And such a smooth surface, too. Makes you think there's gotta be a good chunk of jade in there.
It was found by a fishing crew, not far off the coast. It must have been underwater for years. So the erosion...
Finds like this cannot be kept as private property, and must be submitted to a holder of public office. Placing it in...
So, what?
Well, we've hit it with just about every weapon we could get our hands on and haven't managed to even dent it yet. Clearly there's more to it than we...
No weapon could smash it open. What?
Kuching has taken an unusually keen interest in this giant stone, which is why we are leaving.
Let's put that aside for a second. Traveler, what brings you here? Were you looking for some?
Actually, we were looking for all of you. We need all hands up.
Oh, hopefully not because there's been some sort of cataclysmic event.
No, nothing like that. Paimon's just getting carried away. I just wanted to ask everyone about
Food preferences?
I have rather simple tastes. Precise, pure, smart, and sophisticated. That is all I require.
That's your idea of simple, huh?
I summed up my culinary requirements in 4 words. Is that insufficiently simple for you?
A few weeks out on the open ocean would fix your flawed definition of simplicity, let me tell you that.
what about you, Beto?
Me? If it's freshly cooked and piping hot, that floats my boat. It's got a little chili pepper in there, too. I'm one very happy captain.
I thought you would have said bar food.
Oh, bar food works, too.
As for me, it's got to be seafood.
Okay, got it. So, see, that's where I would disagree. Traveler, surely you've heard of golden shrimp balls. Oh my, they're my favorite. You need to wash and devein the shrimp, wrap it in finely sliced potatoes. They're very precisely put together. They taste pure, the presentation is smart, and the skill needed to cook them is highly sophisticated. So what you're saying is, for all the...
I heartily agree. Golden shrimp balls are a prime example. Their essence lies in combining art and nutrition in a single package.
Okay, got it. So Kuching loves golden shrimp balls.
I didn't say that. Did I?
No, at least not outright.
Alrighty. Thanks for all your input. I'll be sure to take it all.
Traveler, Paimon, do you have anything planned after this? Good. I'd like you to help me investigate something. It's about this stone.
You picked the right people for the job. We investigate stuff all the time.
My thoughts exactly. The Chising has a public duty to deliver our final verdict to the fishermen, but there are also some things I would like to investigate on a personal level. I'm sure you've become acquainted with the general background of the Moon Chase Festival. However, my grandfather was a researcher of Liyue's traditions. In his notes, he indicated that there was a deity called the Stove God in ancient Liyue, which people paid tribute to at a certain time of the year. Very few written records make mention of the Stove God, and those that do are notoriously confusing. Some scholars believe that the Stove God was just another title held by the Lord of Geo, but others suggest that this was a different deity altogether. One folktale even claims that the ancients found the Stove God's shrine, but there was no statue. Only a huge, smooth slab of stone. Shortly after it was found, the stone was lost in transit, and it hasn't been seen since. This stone here has all the same features, so I suspect it could be the one that... After many years of researching ancient texts, my grandfather came to believe that the practice of paying seasonal tribute to the Stove God may be best described as a... But this is all just theory and conjecture. To prove any of it, we'd need to start by... Now that Rex Lapis has passed on, and Liyue has entered the age of humankind, his successor should continue to respect our nation's culture and traditions, just as he did. That's why I think the responsibility for this situation should fall to me. It's a chance to shed light on our history, revitalize an ancient tradition, and possibly prove my grandfather's hypothesis along the way. With any luck, we'll nail all 3 in one fell swoop. It was just a couple of days ago that we received this stone. Right after we decided to use food as the central theme for this year's festival. It makes me wonder. Maybe a divine will is at work behind all of this.
3 birds with one stone, huh? That's pretty efficient. Hey, don't worry about that. This sounds... Besides, we're only...
But what? Why are you shouting?
Kuching, can I tag along for your Since it's all about the Stove God, I might get to learn something useful about cooking along the... Please, let me come along. I promise I'll help.
If it means that much to you. Now that that's settled, time to get going. Kingsa Village is said to be home to a lot of
Alright, then it's off to Chingsa.
Okay, settle. Let's go. Oh, jauhnya kena pergi 2000 kilometer. Ngantuk pun terlelap dah aku. Mana quest tadi? Tak ingat dah.
Granny, are there any old...
Oh, looking for it. There is an old... The Faeyun Commerce Guild young...
I didn't know they had a warehouse here.
Help! I'm being
Whoa,
robbed!
whoa, whoa, whoa.
It came from that direction. Come on. Speed of light.
Shang, what the hell?
I've come here to clean the book warehouse.
Are you alright?
I am, thanks to all of you. Hey, wait a minute. You're the...
We'll try not to take up too much of your time. I understand that this book warehouse is the property of the Faeyun Commerce Guild. Could you advise...
The Stove God? I heard that's the Lord of Geo, right? Yeah, a friend of mine who conducts research mentioned it once before. We use stoves for cooking, and stoves are built from... Some people think that the stove is a gift from the Lord of Geo. That's why they call him the Stove God.
Seems logical enough.
Kenapa tak jumpa je? Zhongli tu tanya
But do you have any...
I'm sorry.
Huh. Any questions? Please, ask away.
Hello, one and all.
Oh, baru ada karakter ni.
Guys, what are you doing here?
Tak
I was
layan.
bored with nothing to do, and thought I'd come out this way for a bit of reading. And then thought, why not bring Chungyun along too?
Yes. I'm just along for the ride, really.
I see the Yuheng Kuching is with you. Whatever brings you here must surely be a matter of great...
Master Xingqiu, if I may be so bold, do you happen to know if there are any texts on the subject of the Stove God among this collection?
Since I personally selected which volumes to store here, I do have some recollection of their... If my memory betrays me not, there is one volume among them called Demystifying the Legends of Liyue.
Might I take a look?
Certainly. If it pleases my lady, I shall lead the way. Sheng, I will take care of things here. You're free to go about your own...
They're back! So did you find it?
Yes, Master Xingqiu has quite an exceptional memory. Demystifying the legends of Liyue doesn't... It says the following. The body of the dragon wielded a tail that could eclipse the sun, and claws to command fire and teach the ways of wisdom. Receiving the gift bequeathed unto them, humankind cooked food with fire.
The body of a dragon? The stories about Rex Lap?
That much is true. But this is the only passage in the whole book. If we want to find out more, we'll have to continue our... There's nothing further to discover here. It seems we'll have to look...
I come from a long lineage of exorcists, and our family too has amassed a number of ancient texts. Now that you mention the stove god, I seem to recall reading somewhere that this god once appeared at the Guili Assembly. Of course,
Books are penned by people. All they can do is show what the author was thinking. Everyone's mind is different, so every book on a given topic will give... I apologize that we could not help in a more substantial capacity.
Your help thus far is quite ample. Liyue is a vast and rich land. All things that existed here in the past have left their trace. So long as we do not abandon our search, thank you all. We will continue our investigation elsewhere.
Oh, hold up! I had a question too. Shincho, Chongyun, could you tell me what kind of food you like?
food. Oh no. You're not thinking of taking part in the
Yeah, I totally am. What's wrong? You look like you've just seen a ghost.
Xiangling, this is a major event. I beg you.
Strange.
Mushroom slime stew to give...
Fair enough. That dish isn't my most popular. But that's why I'm doing all this research, so I can create some really special dishes to win everyone up.
Well, in that case, I like cold food.
That's because you can't handle hot and spicy, right?
Yes.
My tastes are on the mild side. I prefer gentle dishes with minimal seasoning. Soups and stews.
No surprises from the Guguagi. Okay, another mild child.
These are just personal preferences, and everyone's are quite different. Are you sure this eclectic...
Of course! You're my customers, and putting a smile on...
Though Xiangling's market research blade stabs often into the dark, her heart never strays from the noble path.
If anyone's feeling with their cooking, it's gotta be someone like Xiangling. No, where's all this grease coming from? Knock it off, guys. You're embarrassing. Sorry for holding you all up. That's all I needed to know. Shall we... Over to you, Kuching. Waiting.
So we've learned the stove god allegedly made an appearance at the Guili Assembly. Wang Shuin is close by, so let's stop off there on the way over and...
Forgive us, for this is where we must part ways. May your journey be...
Yes, best of luck. If you run into any difficulties, come and find us.
Shoot in pula jauhnya. Mesti jumpa sesiau kat sini. Kan?
Allow someone to introduce Xiangling, Guoba, and Kuching.
Terjudul pula dah.
Kuching? Of the Chishing? She's the,
Hi.
It's not that. It's... I mean, I'm just your typical commoner. I've never met someone as high up as the...
Look at that strong body, those powerful hands, and honest eyes. This guy must be a really great chef.
So, is there something I can help you with? You've come a long way out to end up at Wangshi.
Let me fill you in.
Okay.
Legends claim that the stove god once appeared at the Guili Assembly. As Wang Shuin is the oldest extant, is there a room in this inn for storing books? And if
Well, now that you mention it, we do have a fair few ancient texts here. I remember looking through an old recipe book once. If you're happy to wait here for a few minutes, I'll go have a look. Oh, traveler, there's something.
What is it? You need to pay up.
What? No, I wouldn't take your money. We're all friends here. I just want.
Satisfying salad? What for?
Yeah, guy who hangs out on the roof terrace, you know? Good looking fella, not too tall.
Don't you think he can hear?
Oh, right. Yeah, maybe. Anyway, you know who The boss told me to take care of him, but this guy, let me tell you, he is one tough nut to crack. He usually turns his nose up at everything that isn't almond toast. But the boss tells me you once made him a satisfying salad, and it all went down so well. So I was thinking,
So this is for show. You guys really?
well, that's life, right? You gotta look out for your own people. All right then, wait right here.
Clock is ticking.
sorry for the trouble, traveler. Okay.
No problem lah, King.
Here you are.
Thank you ever so much.
While Christine's beating her butt, let's make that satisfying sound. Oh, I'd love to come watch too, but I don't want to get in the way. So, okay. Shall we go then?
Go ahead and get started. I'll just watch from over here. I only need to watch you make it once to have it committed.
Okay, kena belajar masak.
All right.
Alamak, azan dah. Satisfying salad. Which one is satisfying salad? Tak ada pun satisfying salad. Ni, oh ni. Dah, baik.
All right. Thanks for that.
Sound right?
Of course. Don't forget I am.
Let's go see what Kuching and Shaolin. Kuching, Shaolin, we're back.
You finished cooking? Good timing.
And? Useful?
Useful. There is a passage concerning the stove god. I quote, 60 miles to the northwest is the Guili Assembly. Many were settled there, where they hunted in groups, farmed the land, and made their living from what... When the stove god descended, one god became many, all of which were the height of children. As does a star when it descends into the world. So the stove god went out among the common folk and taught them to create fire. This is a radically different account from the one given in demystifying...
One god became many.
Taking the text at face value, that is what it said.
Went out among the common folk and taught them to create fire. So did the stove god.
Now that's a god who truly cared for their people.
So we've got two leads, but they contradict each other.
By continuing our investigation and reserving judgment for... Thank you for this text, Yen.
It's my pleasure. Really. Think nothing of it. If anything, I should be Listen, you've helped me an awful lot. Not just today, but in the past, too. I want to make it up to you properly, and as it happens, things are pretty quiet here today. So, I'd like to take...
Wow, he sure sounds confident in his cooking. I like that. Confidence is one of the best ingredients a chef... I really want to try his cooking. And I say we take him up on his offer.
It's hard to refuse a generous offer like that. Yan Xiao, we await your culinary
I won't disappoint.
Pergi makan. Makan kat bawah lah biasanya kan. Betul tak? Makan kat bawah.
You think you own the place?
Here we are. That's everything you ordered.
Strange. I never would have guessed that such a gifted chef worked here. This inn isn't particularly known for its food.
Everyone likes a good meal, whether they're staying the night or just stopping by for a bite. We call it an inn, but the fact is it's much more than that. We have to cater to all aspects of the... Please enjoy your meal at your leisure. I should get back to work.
Xiao, are you taking part in this year's master?
Huh? You too?
Yup, I've signed up already, and I've got my eyes on the prize. Your cooking's delicious, Yan Xiao. I'm really looking forward to seeing you.
Huh. Interesting.
What was that? Some kind of...
No, it seemed more sportsmanlike than that.
Yup, he's a really talented chef. His food was excellent, and it showed he has a level-headed personality. That's the kind of chef that could be a... I haven't had any competitive cooking experience since my cook-off with Brooke in Springvale. You're too kind. Coppa, what are you doing?
Guoba's eating the...
Those were Kuchings! How could you steal them while she wasn't looking?
Oh... my god.
Huh? You ate every last one? Coppa, we've been through this. When we're with friends, you gotta be on your back. I'm so sorry, Kuching. I promise I'll make it up. What's the big deal? We can just get another plate. After all, it's yours. It's not the same, though. The moment's gone. Sure, you can eat something else, but you can never go back and change the feeling of despair as your dining experience is a trinity of emotion.
I have to say, now that you mention it, that is a very accurate appraisal of the situation.
Make it up to you, Kuching. Is there anything you want to eat? Anything
I don't have high hopes for this. But equally, I don't want her feeling guilty. Okay, I'll let her do this for me. If you insist, there is one dish that perhaps you could try making for me. It's an old...
No problem.
I'll get it to you when we're back in Liyue Harbor. Traveler, have you finished eating? Before we do anything else, let's head back to Liyue Harbor.
Okay. Liyue Harbor.
Need to get something from Aid.
Tujuh dah. Aduh, nak habis dah.
I need to go home to fetch my grandfather's notes. Let's meet at 1.
Great! I'll go get everything ready. Traveler, what about you?
I actually have something to discuss with him. You go ahead. We'll join you later.
Okay, gotcha.
Traveler, come here for a moment. I need your advice on something. What do I need to do?
Seriously? That's
What's so strange about it? Why are you looking at me like that?
You're super smart, and you're always so sure of yourself. Paimon thought you'd never...
Well, that's just ridiculous. Xiangling's always so warm and friendly with me. And this time especially. And now she's desperate to do me a favor. I'm just not used to dealing with people who are so warm right from the get-go. How exactly am I supposed to respond to that? Oh. Noted. Thank you, Traveler. I'll see you again.
What's making Kuching so self-conscious? Paimon thought nobody would be able to get under her skin. Grab a seat. I'm just running through my ingredients to see what I... Oh, we're gonna do this. What is it? Your idea. Why you gotta dump it on Paimon? Okay, so back at Wangshu Inn, we noticed you and Kuching were getting along pretty well. So you really like hanging out with her. Yep. Kuching's good-natured and easy to be around. The kind of person everyone wants to know, right?
Thank you for joining the stream.
You're a braver person than Paimon. The first time we met Kuching, Paimon found her pretty intimidating. You think so? I remember thinking straight away that she was really easy to get along with. Didn't you see her sneaking treats to Goba back at Wangshu? Yeah, she's great. We know that now. We're just talking about first impressions. Oh, okay. Hey, have you been... We've eaten shellfish before, but I don't think we've ever tried eating them grilled. Oh, you're missing out. I'll grow some for you another time. But anyway, Kuching's like a shellfish. Maybe a little closed off at first. But once you get to know her, she's got a soft and squishy. Not to mention that even after her favorite food was stolen away, she was still happy looking after Goba. I'm really grateful for... You make a good point, you know? Xiangling's intuition for people seems really spot on. Is that why she took a liking to Kuching so quickly? Alright, let's see. We're okay for carrots and crab, and we still got some ham and mushrooms. I wonder what Kuching's recipe... Huh? What was that noise? What's going on?
Excuse me, one shall not be addressed in such a manner. One shall be known as Adeptus, whose name, should you care to mention it...
Retainer. That does sound like it...
Well spoken. One shall let this young lady's enlightened words atone for the ignorant ones of her friend. A while it has indeed been, traveler. Does one surmise correctly that you hasten hither to partake in the Moon Chase Fest? Ah, so even the illustrious traveler has been summoned to attend the Moon Chase Festival. As expected.
The theme? You mean Feast of the Bounty?
The very same. Moon Chase Festival falls during the season when many cooking ingredients are ripe. Let it be known that one's culinary proficiency and ingenuity...
Supreme Cuisine what? What's a Supreme Cuisine?
Patience. One purpose here today is to meet and to greet. Nothing further. Traveler, you are one who has witnessed much of the culinary world. When the day comes, one would be most... That which is implicitly understood. I shall say no more and dwell here no longer. Await my word. Be there or beware.
This bird always disappears just as quickly as she shows up. Oh, wait, not bird, Adeptus. She seemed like someone very prestigious and very... She definitely He loves her.
What are you all huddled together over here for? The Adeptus left already. Sorry I kept you waiting, Xiangling. This is the recipe from my grandfather's notes. They're not in the best condition, so rather than bring them out of the house, I just transcribed the recipe. Unfortunately, the texts my grandfather worked with were very old, usually faded, damaged, or both. Some parts are missing from this recipe, too.
Okay, let me take a look. Give me some time. I need to look into it.
Sorry for the trouble.
That voice sounds familiar.
Sorry to interrupt your conversation. I was in the area buying a few things, and I heard the
You mean Cloud Retainer? I saw her too. She just suddenly showed up right in the middle of the street. Whatever Adeptal
Lady Kuching, you saw her too? Do you, have a moment?
What is it, Ganyu? Has something urgent come up while I've been out?
No, it's nothing work-related. I wanted to ask about,
A personal matter? Involving me? Surely I haven't done anything
Please, Lady Kuching? This is
okay.
I noticed Cloud Retainer was here for quite a while. Did she say anything about... me?
About your childhood?
What? Really? I was getting really worried. Once she gets talking to people, she tends to go off on all sorts of tangents. So I was worried she might have bored you with some story.
Your name didn't even come up, so you've nothing to...
Kuching, how are you asking a bunch of questions right now? There's obviously some juicy
Please, no.
Of course not. Whatever it is, I'm not curious and I'm not going... If Ganyu has a secret and she wishes to keep it that way, nobody should make it their business to try and get it out of her.
Yes, ma'am.
Kuching, I thank you. You're so kind.
What's that got to do with... Honestly...
Oh my, you're right. I should. Okay, everyone. Please excuse me. I should get back to work now. Take good care of Kuching for me.
Hey, what are you trying to say?
Thanks. Hope to see you again soon.
Just ignore...
It only occurred to me when that Adeptus showed up. Do you think... Ooh!
I don't want to assert either way.
In that case, we should go ask the Adepti about it.
Master...
Huh? She's over at Eugene Terrace. Come
Nampak lagi nak habis ni dah waktu solat dah ni. Aduh, quest ni panjang cakap je. Makcik tu tak dah. Madam Pink.
Master! Oh.
Hello.
I did not expect...
Master, how are you keeping these days? Are you well?
Oh, very well, thank you. What a surprise it is.
Hello.
Master, we came here because we have a question for you.
Of course I know the story.
Does this mean you know them personally?
Ah, I see. It's the moon chase. How interesting. So...
That's right. We're investigating something.
Okay.
I see. The great stone surfaces. I must commend your guesswork this far. I did indeed know the stove god of whom you speak, but it was a moon chase was originally a rite observed by the Adepti, not something in which the ordinary people of Liyue would ever partake. But over the years, on nights when the moon shone bright, everybody would get together. Later, Rex Lapis unified all of these various festivals under the Moon Chase name to honor an old friend of his. In short,
Rex Lapis.
that friend made many contributions to Liyue, and Rex Lapis would not have them go unrecognized. I can only presume that the Stove God Festival was one of the many
In the hands of Rex Lapis, our nation's traditions were faithfully upheld. It is to their debt.
Ah, Kuching, I simply won't allow you to be so down on yourself. Nothing would delight Rex Lapis more than to know that those who follow in his footsteps continue to value these
Thank
traditions
you,
and are
Prespiso.
working
Thank
tirelessly
you
to do
for the
them
like.
justice.
Thank you.
Lady Kuching.
Hmm.
Lady Kuching. Lady Ningguang wishes to speak.
Ningguang's looking for me? Must be important. Please excuse me,
So Red Lapis correlate dengan Dragon kan. And then
There
Dragon
she
against
Kuching's a lot more serious when she's got her work
Kau tengok
face on.
pada template ni
Do
pun
you want
lebih
to
kurang
know
macam
who
Chinese
Rex
and China
Lapis's
kan.
friend was?
Hmm.
Yes, precisely. There are few genuine coincidences. The Stove God was a good friend of mine, too. What a pity it. It is to everyone's regret that the Stove God passed. But gods cannot be fully destroyed, and we made a pact to wait until the land became fruitful once more.
Really? Master, you must miss the Stove God a lot, right?
Yes. I'm pleasantly surprised to find that Kuching is investigating this. She is a tenacious child, and Unfortunately, however, I cannot simply give her the answer. Kuching's grandfather once researched the Stove God, and now she follows in his footsteps.
You knew Kuching's...
Of course, I count all the people of Liyue among my good friends. I remember grandparent and grandchild are definitely made from the same mold, both diligent enough to take on anything. I like to think of Liyue as my own little potted plant. I've watched it grow and blossom, and for new blossoms must bloom on the branches. My dears, you are absolutely right to focus your investigation on the... I should like to see the stone for myself if you would lead me to it. Perhaps the truth will...
Okay, jom. Kita settlekan cepat. Para stone duduk sini je. Alai, tak perasan ke? Dah nak habis dah kot story ni.
You're all here. I was just about to send someone to...
Kuching, has the stone undergone any...
A crack has appeared in one corner, but we still can't tell what's...
What happened? Did someone...
More likely a natural occurrence. Our weapons have had no...
How would a natural occurrence...
This is because the Stove God draws power from the actions of the masses. The heat of a busy kitchen. The joy of a reunion.
All the books say the Stove God is the deity of food.
Statues draw power from their people. So, if the Ningguang and I chose Feast of the Bounteous Land as this year's theme, and now every chef signed up for the competition is busy preparing.
Plus, a lot of families have reunion feasts around this time, with everyone back home. So if the stone cracked because Leah started getting festive, that's gotta be it.
Well, we'll have to see then.
Okay, the fact that cooking is involved gives us a perfect... The selections phase of Masterful Chefs will be held indoors and seen by only a few people. But the finals will be held outside in public. Everyone who...
And when the finals end?
It's definitely a possibility.
Well, I've already signed up.
Yes, for a chef as accomplished as yourself, getting to the final...
All this talk of cooking competitions is making Byron hungry.
Habis. Yeay. Itu je. Okay, dah waktu solat. Kita kena out tu. Oh, banyak. Baru tahu. Hmm. Okay lah, stop dulu. Cerita yang perlu banyak membaca cerita ni. Kot lah kot. Dah ngantuk dah. Bedtime story. Okay lah, let's go. Dah habis cerita ni. Kan? Okay, bye-bye.